I know what it's like to have a child who doesn't want to live. My little boy was just 7 years old. Daily, he would say how much he hated himself, that our family and the world would be better off without him. I knew he was suffering, but I didn't know how bad it was until the day I saw him attempt to end it all right in front of me. Today, my little boy is the kicker for our college football team.
He went from a child who didn't want to live to a man living his dreams. In the last decade, suicide rates have risen 71% for youth ages 10 to 24. Chances are you or someone you know loves a child who has contemplated or attempted suicide. According to a Harvard study, when a teen considers suicide, they will usually make that attempt within 24 to 48 hours. This is why we cannot wait for warning signs, especially for our youth. In the current mental health system, people often wait until a problem is obvious, and the help they need may not be available. In 2023, nearly half of Utah communities did not have enough mental health providers to serve them. We must start suicide prevention efforts before a struggle turns into a crisis. A 2019 study explains that resilience is a protective factor against suicide risk. Resilience is not just bouncing back. It's bouncing forward and moving through a challenge. American author Joseph Campbell's hero's journey is one template for building resilience and overcoming adversity. The main character faces an event that begins their call to adventure, where they meet a mentor who guides them through trials and supports them in developing a new heroic identity. Building resilience is one key protective factor for preventing teen suicide. In my time as a 9th grade English teacher, my students studied the Odyssey and Joseph Campbell's work yearly. One year, I assigned a project for my students to create their own junior high Odyssey. As their work came in, I discovered they were writing about personal struggles in great detail, but sharing ways they were resilient along their path. This experience showed me that the hero's journey could change a child's life and possibly be a proactive framework for teen suicide prevention. Over the last 15 years, I have seen firsthand how the hero's journey empowers teens to rise above adversity, even in the messy middle of a crisis. Now, in my work as a suicide prevention specialist, I partner with counselors, coaches, educators, and families to teach this process. With early intervention and integration, kids are supported within our communities. Research suggests that parents are the first line of defense for recognizing and managing their child's behavioral health needs and for promoting their well-being. When our 7-year-old was struggling, we often wondered if we were even making a difference. It took nearly 2 years of consistent daily efforts, following advice from parenting books and working with his doctor and psychologist. With time, he began to see his worth and believe in himself again. As parents, we know our kids face numerous stressors, ranging from possible family struggles like divorce, cultural expectations, mental health concerns, academic pressures, and the difficulty of finding their place in the world. It's normal for kids to feel anxious about these pressures, and they need support to explore ways to overcome problems, build confidence, and find solutions. The hero's journey teaches our kids that life is an adventure with ups and downs, with the potential to grow, learn, and become better versions of themselves. Rather than trying to remove challenges from a child's path, which can actually hinder their resilience, it's necessary to let them face challenges and provide the support they need to navigate through tough times. I've supported many teens in facing bullying, breakups, or the fear of their parents discovering their mistakes. When kids face challenges, they need to be heard. Everyone involved in a child's life can start by remaining calm, avoiding judgments, and not rushing to offer solutions too quickly. Instead, ask questions to understand their perspective, such as, how did that situation make you feel? Or can you describe what happened in more detail? This approach helps kids reflect on their challenges and begins walking them through their own call to adventure. Our youth long for connection and support as they build confidence and navigate life. Since connection is a key protective factor in suicide prevention, creating safe and open communication empowers kids to build resilience, create connections, and take courageous steps on their journey. Joseph Campbell didn't write the hero's journey to prevent suicide, but I believe it can save lives and empower kids to be heroes of their own stories. Part of the hero's journey is seeing possibilities even when facing difficulties. The hero's journey guides youth on their own heroic adventures of setting goals, discussing future challenges, and planning steps to choose healthy behaviors as they move forward. By integrating evidence-based resiliency practices, we are showing our kids how to transform obstacles into opportunities, how to celebrate wins every day, and how to believe they are capable of creating an incredible life worth living. Imagine a community where our youth boldly walk through mental health challenges, thriving because they are equipped with skills to overcome adversity. Now, let's create a world where our teens truly are the heroes of their own stories.